So 23.1 has been announced, and it's a repeat of 2014's 14.4. And it's a pretty fun workout. It's one that you've probably done something very similar in the chipper for quite a while. Mabel's getting involved because she's very excited about 23.1. But you're going to begin with a 60 cal row. You're going to go into 50 toe to bar, 40 wall balls. You've then got 30 cleans, and then you're finishing with 20 ring muscle up. So you've got a lot of work in 14 minutes, and if you manage to get through first time, you're gonna go all the way through as much as you can again for the second round. Don't think anyone has ever got into 3 rounds. That's just definitely not gonna happen. So really quick tip of how I would break this workout down, how I am gonna break this workout down. So the row is gonna be something that you wanna be aiming to finish within around about 3 minutes to give you as much time as possible. And just to remember, with this workout, there is a huge amount of volume that you're gonna do. And if you go out too hot, you are gonna burn things like your grip. Because think about this, you've got rowing, which is gonna be on the grip. You've got toe to bar, you've got cleans. And then if you do have ring muscle ups already locked in, you're gonna be jumping up and using that grip for those ring muscle ups as well. So grip is gonna be huge here. So breaking that down and making sure that you're nice and relaxed on the row, but you're pushing the pace on the row. You want to get through those 60 cals as best as possible, because that's 60 cals, that's racking up a really high score. Toe to bar, if you've got those toe to bar and you're really comfortable, you're going to want to push those sets again. Really try and get yourself through those, because your grip is going to take a little bit of a break when it comes to the wall balls. You've got 40 to do. If you're one of those athletes that can push all the way through 40, fantastic. But just remember, your legs are going to be used. Your shoulders are going to have to be also used when you come through to the ring muscle up. So when you come through to those cleans, that's still a high number. That's 30 cleans at that weight that you're going to have to work your way through. So if you are looking at fast singles, just be prepared that that's a bulk amount of time. Now there's almost 2 ways of this workout. One is that you've got ring muscle ups, you've got 20 ring muscle ups, and you know that you can try and finish towards that 20 best as possible. Or if you don't have your ring muscle ups, you're gonna have a very different strategy to try and get as fast or as many reps all the way to that ring muscle up. And it's a great opportunity if you've been practicing ring muscle ups to try and get them at the end of a workout, or maybe with so many people around you, the chance to do your first one. But for the vast majority of people, to do your first one after so much fatiguing work is going to be really, really tricky. So if you are left with a period of time, just make sure that you spend a good amount of that resting before you try and jump up. The last thing you want to do is jump up and start to die off really quick. So for me, this is a great workout for a vast majority of the community. It's really interesting that they've gone very quick into a repeat, and they've gone very quick into some advanced gymnastics. We saw in last year's Open that gymnastics didn't actually come really until week 3. So to already have toe to bar and already have ring muscle ups, that's a really aggressive one out of week 1. So those that are really good at the CrossFit scale are going to hopefully get really high scores in this, but it is a lot of engine work. It's a lot of strength that you've got. So row, let's think about trying to get through that as fast as you can, but maintaining that grip. So releasing that grip as you come back in, gripping as you pull out, releasing as you come back in with the handles of the row. When you're moving through to that toe to bar, break it up a little bit earlier than you think. Remember, grip is going to be a key thing for you, especially when you get into the cleans and when you try and get through to the ring muscle ups. But you can hold on a little bit more because you've got a chance at resting that grip when it comes through to the wall balls. Wall balls are going to start looking at your shoulders and your legs, but really this is a chance for you to just push through that pain barrier. You squat down, you're throwing that wall ball up. And then finally moving through to the cleans is the penultimate thing to do. That is a pretty tricky weight for quite a lot of people at 30 reps. You're going to take a good 2 or 3 minutes potentially, and if you're hitting singles or doubles, be prepared to be disciplined. Keep on that bar, don't step back too much. If you know you can touch and go reps, I personally would probably be looking at trying to touch and go reps of between 6 and 8s just to get it through a little bit quicker, but you don't want to be gassed too much. And then the ring muscle ups, if you don't have them, it's a great time to just have a little bit of rest, jump up and see what you've got. If you do have ring muscle ups, let's chip away and try and get to that 20. If you're a more advanced athlete and 20 ring muscle ups is something that's pretty routine for you, there's no point you watching this. You're already going to have your own strategy and know what you're doing. But for me, 20 ring muscle up, I'm probably going to look at about 3 sets for that, and hopefully get onto the second round to try and push through that next set of the calories. But for whatever you do, hopefully you have a fantastic beginning of the CrossFit Open for 2023. And I'll post up my results and scores on here, and I'll give a little bit of feedback of how I actually did it. But for now, have fun wherever you do it across the world with your friends and enjoy a bit of fitness.